Most real estate agents are on the struggle bus because they're asking the wrong question. That question is, why me? Now, it may not sound like that. It may come out in different forms. Then I'm going to teach you how that may be showing up for you. On the other hand, real estate agents that succeed at the highest levels are asking this question, what if? Now, again, it might not sound exactly like that, but today we're going to explore what that does sound like and the follow-up to that. Once you start asking the what if question regularly, how you then take the next steps to actually create those what if possibilities as a reality in your life. Guys, this episode is going to be amazing. Welcome back to Think Big in Real Estate. I'm your host, Justin Stoddart. You guys, I'm so excited about this episode. Before we get into this, I want to remind you to be sure and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and more importantly, connect with me. It is my life's work to help real estate agents get unstuck. This episode has the ability to unlock your future. I mean that. I know it sounds crazy sensational, but it's absolutely true. You are simply playing smaller than your potential because you're asking the wrong question. This question, why me, plagues your potential. When we ask that question, we're essentially saying all of these things around us are keeping us from getting to where we ultimately want to be. And in other words, we're giving our power away to other things. Think about the last time that you said this, I hate how interest rates are going up, or I hate how inventory is too low, or I hate how my buyers didn't do what they said they're going to do. I hate how my sellers are totally unrealistic. You might be even saying my leads are bad. My people aren't referring me enough. It shows up in all kinds of ways. Anytime we're saying that, we're essentially taking our dreams, our possibilities, our future, and we're giving them to interest rates, to inventory. We're giving them to an inanimate object. Stop doing that. Stop complaining about what isn't right, because every time you do it, it's so much more than just putting out bad vibes. It's so much more than that. It's really giving away your future to something that doesn't love you, that doesn't care about you, and you're giving away your power. Instead, I want you to ask this question. What if, for example, I were able to have the most amazing referrals and leads coming into my business? What if I got up every day and absolutely loved what I did, to where I was willing to pick up the phone, I was able to write the notes, I was willing to make the calls, have the meetings? And what if I absolutely loved that? And what if those appointments turned into contracts and closings and commissions, to the point to where every single month I had more commissions coming into my account than I need, more commissions coming into my account than would pay for the things that I want? What if the commissions coming into my account every single month were big enough to even support my future wants, to where I could invest in properties year in and year out in such a level that I knew passive income was going to take care of everything that I needed, everything that those who I love needed, everything that the causes that I care most about needed, that they were fully funded? Imagine that. Now, you might be saying, Justin, that's a little outlandish. That's a little crazy talk. Yeah, I like crazy talk, but here's what I want you to know. Everything that you desire in life, somebody has already created it. Somebody's already done it. You don't have to question whether or not it can be done. It has been done. The only thing that you get to do now is ask, what if? Because as soon as you ask that question, instead of a contracting future, like with the question, why me, it creates an expanding future. You start to realize that there are so many possibilities out there, and that actually there are other people out there that have the ability to teach you those things. That you can actually learn from people who have done it, people who have already set out a course and built tools, created operating systems, created an environment for you to go get those things. But if you don't ask the right question, you'll never even ask the question of, well, how do I find those things? So point number one is to stop asking the question, why me, and start asking the question, what if? Once you start asking the right question, there's something else that's going to come into play. Now, you might be asking yourself, why doesn't everybody live this way? Why haven't I been living this way? It's simply because of three primary reasons. Number one is you were never taught how. So one is taught. You weren't taught. Now you've been taught to ask a different question, to start to ask what if instead of why me. And the second reason why most real estate agents don't live this way is because they have inconsistent inputs. And you and I both know that when you have inconsistent inputs, when you lead generate inconsistently, when you have the conversations inconsistently, when you improve yourself inconsistently, you get inconsistent outputs. Now, when you have inconsistent outputs, all of a sudden you can talk yourself into having what if conversations all day long. At the end of the day, your self-confidence will begin by asking the right questions. It will then end by having results. You can't have great self-confidence over an extended period of time if your results don't support it. Your subconscious is too smart for that. So you have have to find a way to create consistent, instead of inconsistent input, you have to find a way to create consistent input. And that's the second biggest reason why most real estate agents stay on that struggle bus and don't live this way of a what if world. The third reason why most real estate agents don't is because they don't have the right tools. They don't have the right tools and the right environment that opens them up to these possibilities. Let me explain. So now we ask the question, we apply the what if question to the input factor. We know that input is the most important thing to create the right output. So now again, we apply that question to this. What if I had a clear vision? Not only a clear vision, but I was inspired by it. Like I actually looked at it and it was absolutely inspiring to me to think about what I'm going to create in the future. And then what if we knew that we had an actual plan? We actually knew what we needed to do, what we needed to produce in order to create that ideal vision. And what if we knew the activities that would drive that plan? And what if we knew the time and days and methods for doing those activities that led to the highest results? What if we had that? Again, this same principle applies not only to the future dreams, but to the tactical side inside your business. When you start to ask these questions, you open up the world to the possibilities of finding solutions to these things. Because most real estate agents stay in the why me, they never open themselves up to ask the what's possible. And now, once you get to the what's possible, the agents that succeed at the highest levels can now ask, well, what if I were to know that? What if I were to do that? Again, simply asking the question of where is that at? Who already knows this? Who's already figured this out? Because somebody has. Every single dream that you want, every single tactical strategy that you want to be consistent at, somebody's already figured that out. Let me share with you an example here really quickly. This is what we've created for our private clients. If you came over here, this is a canvas where they put their biggest and most beautiful dreams, ones that inspire them. This is where they put their actual business plan that tells them exactly how they're going to create that brilliant future. Then here's a dashboard that tells them how they're executing the appointments met, their gross commission, as well as outlines the key activities that they need to fulfill on that. And then it has them work through their week and gives them immediate feedback. Because again, most agents focus on lag indicators, which is what have I produced thus far? And when those lag measures aren't what they want them to be, what ends up happening is that they stop doing the work consistently. Inconsistency kills all of this, but consistency actually makes it work. So what if, as you were to go throughout your day, you were able to actually have a direct, immediate feedback as you reported completion of these key activities? Imagine how much different your life would be. You would know exactly what time of day you were doing what activities. You'd get immediate feedback. You would know that your plan is being fulfilled and that the inspired, clear vision that you have is being fulfilled. Like I said, other people have already gone before you and they've figured out many of the things that you want to have, not only in the what's possible for your life, but what's possible for me to actually be very, very consistent. This business is not as complicated as we make it. There are proven recipes, proven models, a proven pathway forward for you to succeed at the highest levels. Guys, I'm so excited that you've spent this time with me learning about this important reality, that there are what if agents out there and you can be one. If I can be of help to you, please schedule time with me, hop on my calendar. Let me help you walk through this for you so that you can really get unstuck and move your business to the next level. And in the meantime, go think bigger.